Are you ready to perform at your highest potential? Welcome to the Performance Matters podcast from GP Strategies, your talent transformation partner. In each episode, we'll interview industry experts and explore best practices and innovative insights to help your organization improve performance. What's the GP learning experience approach when it comes to accessible game design?
Well, I think we've just been talking about how in Gamification 2.0, gamification is not a layer that you sort of paste over the top of an existing designed course. Game design is part of learning design. It's fundamental. And in exactly the same way, I'd say good accessibility design is part of game design and part of learning design. You do it from the beginning and you think about it and you make it integral. People sometimes think there's something inherently not accessible about games, or they can't be accessible. They absolutely can. We can make games as accessible and as inclusive as we need to, but it's something we would customize for the needs of the project and the audience, and something we would think about. There's a huge amount of variety in what it might mean because every game is so different. So there are certain things that we tend to do as standard. We think about what size is the text. We think about color contrast, alt tags for images, a lot of the conventional things that we would do for any sort of web design. But because games can have a lot more variety, there's a lot more that might be relevant. So for example, I'm dyspraxic, so a lot of games that rely on fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness are pretty much impossible for me to play. Some of them have additional accessibility features that mean I can play them. So, there's as many different forms of accessibility in game design as there are different kinds of games and different kinds of accessibility needs.
Yeah, and I would only echo exactly what Emma said there, that games absolutely can be accessible, and to do that we design it from the start so it's an integral part of the project. And when we analyze who's going to be playing these games, we have a really solid understanding of what they might need to be able to get the best experience.
That's very cool that you, as you said, this is not a layer. This is something that you're looking at from the beginning. And since you are working custom, you can work with your clients and go, okay, what are some of the specific nuances we need to maybe perhaps cater to? Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
The Performance Matters podcast is brought to you by GP Strategies. Together, we can create a world where business excellence makes possibilities achievable. You can subscribe to the show anywhere you get podcasts or listen on our website at gpstrategies.com.